You know, Chuck, I think I know what you're feeling, okay? When they try to halt democracy, halt the vote counting, I think I know how you felt. Maybe you were asking yourself, how do I survive this? Maybe you were asking yourself, what's going to happen to my family? What's going to happen to my children and their children? What's going to happen to me? Maybe you felt that fear when I'm walking down the street as a black man and a white supremacist in a cop car rolls up behind me and turns on his sirens. Maybe you felt that kind of fear.
That's right.
That fear that when Breonna Taylor's door got kicked in, maybe you felt that kind of fear.
That's right.
Maybe you felt that fear when a kid opens up their fridge and there's nothing to eat besides, I don't know, some frozen steak gums. Maybe you felt that fear, that starvation, that hunger. Maybe you felt that fear when you got to go to work wearing a mask all day. You can't see anybody smiling. You have no idea when this pandemic will end. How can you afford rent next month? Maybe you felt the fear of American life, okay? The struggle to survive. For those few hours, you felt the fear that all of us have been feeling, that we are not protected from. There is no bunker for us to escape to.
That's right.
So maybe you are seeing the big lie now, okay? Because I know you were friends with some of these Republican colleagues. These same colleagues that led murderers into your workplace.
Yep.
Now, do you think all this time they voted the way they voted because they believe in some high-minded conservatism?
No.
Do you think these Republicans care about the national debt?
No.
Okay, did they invite these white supremacist Confederates into the Capitol to ransack your office because they are just so concerned about election integrity? No, come on, y'all. We've been telling you this, Chuck. We've been here before.
That's right.
But maybe now you realize that Republicans, they delay votes. They vote against our health, not out of any philosophy, but violence. Because they've realized this a long time ago, okay? They realized this a long time ago. They know that violence gives them power. Political violence, gun violence, and that everyday violence of poverty. Fascism is the sum of all killing and dying. And are you going to compromise with these people now?
No.
Are we going to compromise?
No.
No compromises. No compromises. So are you going to go back to work, Chuck, and compromise when you have the power to eliminate the filibuster? Are you going to go to a back room and compromise a bipartisan stimulus bill?
No.
That's only 50% progress and only 50% violence?
No.
No more violence. That's what we're asking for. You're going to compromise your what we're supposed to re-elect you or what? No. Things have changed. We see our power. Our power as friends, as neighbors, as workers. America has woken up to our power. Chuck, it's a serious time. It's a dangerous time. I feel you. I feel what you're going through. I really do. I don't mean that ironically. And please, for your help, for my help, for every American's help in this era of incrementalism.
That's right.
No compromise with Confederates. Chuck, I know that you know that big truth, that America is rich enough for you way up there and us way down here. Fascism is a sum of hungry stomachs, of minds deprived of hope and vision, of a population abandoned by its government. They call it austerity. Truth is, half those white supremacists who broke into the Capitol 2 weeks ago, they live with their moms. And I don't mean that as a joke. It's an indictment. When we guarantee a good job and good education, a good home and good health care to every American, black, white, brown, Asian, Republican, or Democrat, that's how you unite the country, with hope. Hope is a radical form of labor. It challenges all of us not just to consider another world, not just to consider a better world, but consider ourselves within it. How would we build it? How would it work? How would it change our work? And hope is weaved into the Green New Deal. That's why I fight for the Green New Deal. Chuck, I need you to get this. American fascism did not begin with Donald Trump. And it's not going to end with him. Fascism is never new. It's a philosophy of precedent. The misery we have already accepted. We goosed up together. Every time someone was killed or harassed or abused on public streets by our government, by our cops. And we said nothing, we did nothing, we changed nothing. When we unleashed machine men to protect us from us. When we have long accepted maimings and lynchings as a byproduct of justice, there is no single hero who can save us. And Chuck, that's not what we're asking you to do. We're not asking for a hero. We're offering you something. This is my hand reaching out to your hand, and I'm offering millions of young people, millions of workers, millions of builders to work with you, to fight for a Green New Deal, to fight for $2,000 a month, and not just January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then you know what? Next January too. Give me my money back until you create an economy that works for the people. Give me my money back. All across America, we are trying to be your partner here. We want to work with you. We want to make the case to Joe Manchin. We want to make the case to any Democrat we have to. With our friendships and our labor, we can organize an America where all life is possible. Where the natural riches of this land are shared with everyone. For good jobs and health care for all.